All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 44, Mahomes. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Motion, pop, 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 pop.
A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it two different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Trenton Cannon, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. They'll run on first down. Benjamin. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On third down, Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. Anuno's got it. Complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check, 43. Anyway. Shoot. Go. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Hey, let's get in that rush. 43 is the mic. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. And Tate's got it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. First target, first catch at a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Bridgewater now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can...
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Marquise Brown with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I got him. You go tight. You got tight.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
When DeForest Buckner was at Oregon, for much of his career, the opposite defensive end from him was Eric Armstead. And everyone wondered about these 6'7" guys. Could they get the leverage? Could they get low enough to make plays in the run game? I think the question just got answered with that one. DeForest Buckner knows how to bend and shed blockers and get upfield.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He completes it to Tate. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And the Jaguar first down.
1 sec. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Hey, watch the left. Watch the left. Stop your whining.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Say.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's got this down to the 35. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And he finds the tight end, Reed. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jordan Reed, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gano the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
Texans 14, Jaguars 7.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield.
On first down, Mahomes. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56.
They go with Chubb on second down. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
Not the result they were looking for there on third down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Tate. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The throw over the middle taken in. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's Elliott. A gain of 3, second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. From the 39, Bridgewater. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 35-yard line. Throwing is Bridgewater. Benjamin's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
43
on first down, Elliott. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
on 2nd and 9. Bridgewater. And this one complete to Reed. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
43, Mike's 43. Here we go. 43 is the Mike, boy, 43. Check, 43. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. 43 is the Mike. 43 is the Mike.
On 2nd and goal, Bridgewater to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Bridgewater. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Golden Tate, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point try good by Gano, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check 3.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
Gain of 7. It's 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. I think probably just trying to draw him off there. It didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. On the return, it's Tate. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a third-quarter score. And the Bears have scored again. They've got that one on cruise control. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Go get him. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Jaguars.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
43 to left. Cut. Mike's 43. Mike's 43.
First down, Bridgewater.
Let's bring it.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Mike's 43. Mike's 43.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. He'll have a first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Elliott. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Bridgewater to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tie game, 4th quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You've got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. An opening for Chubb on first down as he dashes forward for about 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's Chubb. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Mahomes to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 19.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Chubb. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. And again, it's Chubb. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. This offense once trailed by 2 touchdowns. Now they've got a chance to take the lead. 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Jaguars' 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Jim. Motion.
They run. Chubb. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
It's 3rd and goal.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
This one taken just inside the 10.
We got this.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Houston, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, this loss will mean they finish